Man, the internet is a hilarious place. It's the only place where you can have critical thought, make an unbiased opinion on a film, and be called racist for it in the process. What's going on, guys? It's Kid, aka a little too short, and we're talking about the film Am I Racist and Jeremy Jahns. Now, if you don't know what the film is, let me show you real quick, give you a little rundown, backstory, all that good stuff. So the film is Am I Racist? It's by Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh is a conservative commentator. He is a part of the Daily Wire. So the Daily Wire is a conservative streaming service. Most of the things that they put out is really like right leaning, you know what I mean? But his documentaries like What is a Woman and like this film here, Am I Racist, is not really leaning too much that way. He's just asking questions. So what Jeremy Jahns said in the video is basically what I'm about to say. The movies that he makes, he just asks these people questions, the same questions that they ask others, and just lets them speak for themselves. It looks like with this one though, it's like a full-on like Jackass kind of movie. Like he's actually made a legit movie and it's not like a documentary. And it's the first time it's been released in theaters, a Daily Wire production. Now, a lot of people are gonna be like, it's Matt Walsh and it's the Daily Wire and things like that. I don't want to touch it. Right lean, right lean. Now, Matt Walsh, he has his takes that aren't too good. Like his takes on gaming, his takes on anime, and pop culture in general are just terrible. He's out of the loop. He does not understand anything about that world. But he's just like everybody else. He has good takes and he has bad takes. I'm not really with a lot of his takes, but I'm not going to sit here and say he says bad takes all the time. But it's because he's a part of the Daily Wire that people are like, oh, he must be racist because he's a white man and he talks about the things that he talks about. So, with Jeremy Jahns reviewing the film, you could already imagine what people are going to say about him. So in his review, it's not even a long review. It's not even 5 minutes. He goes over basically everything that I just said. Like it's kind of like a spoof, but it's a real movie kind of thing. Kind of like the Jackass movies back in the day. At the end of the review, he gives it, hey, it's a good time, no alcohol required. So he's just saying, it's a good movie to watch. He's not saying it's anything crazy. He's not saying it's terrible. He's not saying it's great. He's just like, hey, it's a good time. You don't need to get drunk to watch it. And I already knew once I saw this go up that people are going to go crazy over him because it's Matt Walsh and it's the Daily Wire. Oh my God, they're so racist. All that stuff. And you go to Twitter, of course, the meltdowns are beginning. Okay, prepare to hear a lot of SJW voice in this video, because these people are absolutely losing their mind. But before we get too deep into it, I know there's one thing that I want to mention that a lot of people are going to get on, and it's Jeremy Jahns' Twilight review. So as you can see right here from this guy,
Jeremy Jahns is washed. Embrace the Stuckman hive.
First of all, Chris Stuckman is a terrible reviewer ever since he went Hollywood. Like, he cannot objectively say a film is bad because he's afraid of hurting somebody's feelings and being on somebody's bad side. So, I don't listen to Chris Stuckman anymore. If a film is legitimately bad and we all know it's bad, he's not going to review it. Point blank period. Because he doesn't want people to go, oh, you're being mean. Oh, and he's going to be blacklisted from Hollywood. That's why we don't listen to Chris Stuckman. He's not authentic, okay? He's as fake as they come ever since he went big. Like, he's one of those guys. He got his name out there and now he's like, oh, I don't want to step on any toes, sir. Oh, don't worry about me, man. Hey, if it's not a good movie, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to hurt your feelings, because that's all we care about is feelings here. So Jeremy Jahns back in the day did a Twilight review and he put on blackface to act like Blade. Now look, that's not a good look. It's not a good look. No way that you can spin it is it a good look. But we got some more memes here and we're going to get our SJW voice on. We're going to read a few. And I'm going to have to cut off the camera because I don't want y'all to see me doing this. It's embarrassing for me, okay? All right, let's get into it. Hey, that's my tweet. Hey, little self-promotion there. Hey, make sure that you sub up.
Jeremy Jahns starting a review off with, first off, Matt Walsh is surprisingly funny. Oh no. It's been fascinating watching Jeremy Jahns go from like a top 2 figure in a movie YouTube space to a really cynical, boring relic of the 2010s. How dare you dislike a terrible TV show, Jeremy Jahns? Ill. You should be canceled. This is disgusting.
Does a review on Am I Racist? Doesn't say anything about race. Doesn't say anything about people's skin color. He's a confirmed racist somehow by somebody. Yeah, we're not going to take your opinion on anything seriously.
I can't believe I actually used to like Jeremy Jahns. He fucking sucks. This just feels wrong. How dare he like Am I Racist, but he didn't like The Marvels, a boring movie that just used females as a shield. Oh, how gross. This is disgusting. How dare Jeremy Jahns have an opinion on something? You racist. Jeremy Jahns, no. Don't review that movie. Don't fall down that rabbit hole.
Because, yeah, apparently reviewing a movie means that you lean one way or the other instead of just giving an objectively unbiased opinion on a film. If he had reviewed the movie and said that it was bad because, Matt Walsh and Daily Wire or whatever, I guarantee you none of these people would be saying this. But let's keep going because the derangement is insane. I know we're gonna find a real good one. Here we go. Speaking of which,
Jeremy Jahns gave a positive review to Matt Walsh's Am I Racist? And I immediately unsubscribed. I was a Jeremy Jahns subscriber for over 12 years, but not anymore. He has disappointed me, even more so than his biased Star Wars review since The Last Jedi. Jeremy can fuck off. Take that, Jeremy Jahns. You just lost a subscriber. And Ed E. I'm no longer with you. Jeremy Jahns, who is racist, praises a very racist movie. Chris Stuckman is better.
okay, so where's the evidence that Jeremy Jahns is racist? And where's the evidence that the movie Am I Racist actually racist? I don't even think you watched the movie. Oh, you're one of those acolyte supporters. You don't watch anything. You just talk about it on Twitter and hope that somebody retweets you. Oh, you're so cool. Wait, do you have your... I bet you... He has the replies locked. And there's more of these, you know, just saying how dare he review this movie because it has Matt Walsh in the Daily Wire and things like that. And this is showing the bias in the media and how all these people feel. Like they won't give anything a chance unless it's super left-leaning or it's super neutral. If it goes one way, they're not going to listen to it. Even when the film is not even doing what they're trying to say it's doing. It's going around putting into the people's faces why you shouldn't care about somebody's race and how these people have white guilt and things like that. But somehow it means that they don't like black people. Where is this coming from? And we get to the real bias because nobody is reviewing the film. Like no professional movie critics are reviewing the film due to the fact that it's a Daily Wire production. And it shows that everything people have been saying about Hollywood is true. As soon as you go one way, hey, you're blacklisted, or oh, we're not going to talk about you. We're going to act like you don't exist. It doesn't matter what you do. We saw that last year with Sound of Freedom when it came out and it was making millions upon millions of dollars. Nobody in the mainstream industry was talking about it. None of the reviewers were talking about it because it was by Angel Studios, who's deemed a right-wing studio. And it's like, bro, film is film. Television is television. It doesn't matter whose perspective it's on. Let's watch it and judge it on the merits of it being a piece of art. But these people, they just don't want to do that. And it's just crazy that, you know, people are starting to do this. Like, I guarantee you, 100%, if Jeremy Jahns came out and said the movie was bad, everybody would be praising him. I guarantee you that. But no, it's because he gave his honest opinion, and it's not the narrative that they like. They're going to try to deem him racist. They're going to try to deem him sexist, probably, and all these other things. And it's going to be a Streisand effect, because now I kind of want to go watch the movie. I wasn't interested. I know a lot of people who really weren't interested, but now we want to watch it because we see y'all having a meltdown over somebody having an unbiased opinion. Now it's like, I want to go see it. You guys don't understand. You keep doing this to yourself. But it's ridiculous how you can never have an opinion on the internet with these kind of freaks unless it aligns 100% with them. Because you can tell Jeremy Jahns, I guarantee you he's one of those left-leaning dudes. But he doesn't talk about his politics. He just talks about film and media. But with these people, you have to be 100% or you're out. And we've seen it just with Disney Star Wars and all these shills. And now you're seeing it again right here. If you don't believe that there is a bias in Hollywood, if you don't believe there is a bias in the access media, this should tell you. But y'all let me know what you think down below. Are you going to watch the movie? Go watch Jeremy Jahns' review. It is actually pretty good. And hey, as always, y'all be easy, man. I'll see you on the next one.